voices rising. Don't try to deny what you feel. Will you give it to me? It seems that all that was good has died and is decaying in me. Will you give it to me? It seems you're having some trouble in dealing with these changes, living with these changes. Now the world is a scary place. Now that you've woken up the demon, the enemy. You know, come on, get down with the sickness. You know, come on, get down with the sickness. You know, come on, get down with the sickness. Open up.
Hey, yo, how's everybody doing out there in YouTube land? How's everyone doing with their changes? We're two guys with a sickness for fantasy football here to help you with your lineup changes. You got any questions, put them out there in the comments and we'll get to them. How you doing today, Terrance?
Every day is a good day when we're talking about fantasy football. What about yourself?
Oh, it's playoff time. This is what I live for. Get the ball going. I'm in 12 leagues total, I think, maybe 13. I got 8 playoff teams going, so a couple of them were rebuilds, a couple of them were teams that just completely disappointed this season that I turned into rebuilds. How you doing in fantasy?
Well, I think I got pretty much half of my team, at least half of my dynasty teams, and most of my redraft teams in the playoffs, but like half of my dynasty teams, and so. You know, it's interesting. We'll see how it go. Good thing I didn't have to go against that many Pitts team. Like I was telling you off air, I only went against one Pitts team. You know, I had a few Pitts team myself, so that worked out good.
Yeah, I had 5 Pitts teams going for myself and only played them in one, and it hurts in the one that I'm playing them against, man, because I sat Cousins too, so I could have countered that. And that's the one where I've made the final 5 years in a row, only one championship. So I'm like, it's looking like I'm not going to make the finals for the first time in a half a decade.
Yeah, I would have. I was messing with Cat because, you know, on the You Be the Judge show, we argued for and against Kyle Pitts, and he did the arguments against Kyle Pitts and all that. And then he stole him in one of our redraft league and drafted him. I was like, bro, Strange was still on the board. You said you would rather Strange than Pitts, you know, and you end up taking Pitts on Strange. I was like, you full of it.
Yeah, people do that. They'll talk a big game, and then when it comes time to do it, they just can't pull the trigger on it. Like I always said I would take Omar Hampton over friggin' Gianti in the one league that I had the 1.2, and Hunter went first. I'm sitting there with the 1.2. I took Hampton, so Gianti went 1.3, and it's probably the only league Gianti went 1.3. Well, we got some questions we can get to here. Let's see here. I need 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and 1 flex. Who do I start? ETN, Judkins, Woody Marks, RJ Harvey, Omar Hampton, Chris Rodriguez, CeeDee Lamb, Emeka Buka, Cortland Sutton, Brian Thomas Jr., 14-team league for big money.
Well, I'm guessing Buka should have that game already played. So I'm guessing it's between Lamb and BTJ and Sutton. And who is on Denver playing?
They got Green Bay.
I'd probably go BTJ and Lamb then. And
well, I'm going to assume Abuka was the second one of these wide receivers. So Lamb for sure. And I'm for sure going ETN and Judkins, which for me brings it to the flex. And then I'm probably going Omar Hampton.
ETN, Judkins, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, that'll work. That will work.
Yeah, that's assuming that Ibuka's already been played on the Thursday night, which was a disappointing matchup.
Yeah, because I had a choice to make between Mbuka and Mike Evans, and I was like, I don't like playing wide receivers coming off an injury, so I picked Ibuka and like, nope.
Yep. Didn't go well. Mike Evans is the man.
Yep.
Did you want that next question with Mike Evans? Since that game's already passed?
Uh, oh, and this we can keep going. Where did yours start? Start at yours.
All right. So I got here. Oh, let's take. I guess you can put two of them up there at different ways. So this is a 12-team Superflex. Got Roma Dunze playing the Browns, Rashid Shaheed playing the Panthers, or Turpin playing the Vikings on Monday night. Got to pick one.
You say a Dunze, Rashid. I don't know why it's not
And a
showing.
Dunze is questionable. Sheed had a big week last week, and this does count the kick return points, so that's why Sheed and Turpin are up there in this, because those kick return points even them out with Odunze.
I'm not playing a Doomsday. Doomsday been disappointing me so much. I'd rather take the chance and play Rashid or Turpin, one of those. Maybe Rashid. Not sure.
Yeah, be a tough one, especially against that Browns defense coming back off injury. But I'd probably lean Sheed there too. So here's the next one. We got a 12-team super flex. This is a big play. Need to pick one between Booty playing the Bills, Bam Knight playing the Texans, or Jordan Mason versus the Cowboys. So we got a couple tough defenses there because Jordan Mason's going to have a hard time running against that new revamped Cowboys defense that's got 7 new starters in the last 3 weeks. Bam Knight, obviously, going against the Texans, the top defense in the league right now, actually record-setting defense. And you got Booty going against the Bills in what's going to be a snow game.
Maybe Bam Knight. Well, how do you feel about this one? Not sure.
Right now, I got Bam Knight in because that's how I'm feeling, but I don't like it. I'm not happy about it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, it's not happy options.
Nope, but big league too. Like we're starting 16 guys on offense, I think. So that's why we get down there. Go to the next one here. 12 teams, Superflex, big play again. We also got Jordan Mason in this again versus the Cowboys, but this time we're picking between Parker Washington going against the Jets and Kareem Hunt versus the Chargers, where if the Chargers win, they could like eliminate the Chiefs, I think, mathematically from the playoffs.
Maybe Parker Washington been hurt, right? He coming off an injury.
Yeah, he's questionable. So that's what makes this a question, right? Because he is questionable. Right now, I got Hunt in, but again, it feels nasty.
Because I was about to say, if he coming off an injury, I don't like to play wide receivers coming off the injury. I'd probably go Hunt.
All right. Then we got the next one here. This is my seasonal 12. It's a 10-team, one quarterback. It's a dinosaur league. So basically, no PPR. It's just what they do, yardage and touchdowns. I got quarterback question. I dropped Bo Nix, and I picked up J.J. McCarthy and Shedeur Sanders going against the Bears, and McCarthy's got the Cowboys.
I mean, a 10-man league.
It's tough, man. This is one of my toughest leagues, I tell you, because
we having fun. Then I'm going Shedeur. If we having fun. Who McCarthy going against?
The Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm a ride with Shedeur and have fun with it.
Yep. And I dropped Bo Nix, and everyone's like, "Oh, you're panicking." I'm like, "Oh no, I'm not." Bo Nix hasn't been what he thought it was, and this is the playoffs. And like most of these games in this league, man, are won by less than a point every week. Because it's like the dinosaur league just keeps it so friggin' close. So Kyle Pitts just went off for me for almost 50 points in that league, like basically guaranteeing me the win anyways. And the next one we got here is a 12-team Superflex big play again. Lamar Jackson or Brock Purdy, and the other quarterback that is going to play is Joe Burrow. Wow. And now this one here, I put in Purdy because I'm sick of Lamar. He's been disappointed this whole season, really.
He showed up last game, and I would think he wanna get back from the last game he had with the Bengals, which was just a couple games ago, I would think he would want to redeem himself. And why, if you have Burrow, why not play Burrow and Lamar and hope it's a big game? Uh,
Shootout.
yeah, who was Purdy playing against?
The Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, I could see them running all over that team more than passing all over them. So
They got a better run D than a pass D for Tennessee, though.
Mm.
Tough choice, eh? Just because of how Lamar's season's gone. Otherwise, it's not a decision. But this week, I think it's something you can think of. So I thought I'd throw it out there and get your opinion.
I think Lamar got the highest ceiling, and
Oh, yeah.
but for the most part, they should give you in the same ballpark. But that game being a divisional game and can end up being a shootout. So.
Yeah, I do like how the Bengals defense has been picking up the last few weeks too. That young defense starting to gel together. Then we got this one here, one that was put out there. Theo Johnson, Juan Johnson, Brent Strange, or Isaiah Likely for the tight end this week.
Strange like it, Theo Johnson. That's a hard one. I'll let you go with that one. That feels hard.
Well, the order that I would go would be Theo Johnson, because there's really no other pass catchers there for Jackson Dart. So I think he's the guy right now, him and Wandell Robinson. Next would be Juan Johnson, just because I like his skill set in New Orleans. And again, after you got Chris Olave, there's really not much there. Then I'd probably go Brent Strange, followed by Likely last. But Theo would be the guy I'd want to roll with this week. Likely, I'm not even considering in this conversation.
Jawan probably be last to me. It would probably be Theo, Strange, then Likely, then Jawan for me.
All right. So then we have one here. You got to pick one to bench. Tet, Rashid Rice, CeeDee Lamb, Woody Marks, or Devin Neal?
Neal.
Neal? Is Kamara going?
You had Kamara up there? I don't know.
No.
I don't know if Kamara going now, but they're going against the Carolina defense, and that's the offense I would bet on the least to do anything.
Kamara's out, so I'm not sitting Neal. He's put up like 20 points the last 2 weeks with Kamara out.
20 points. Let me go check this out because
at least in the leagues I'm in that I'm starting them.
Kamara been out for a while. I don't remember any game-breaking games. 15, 9, and 11. Okay, so 9 and 15. I thought Carolina was a better defense than this because they said they give up the 8 most to running back. So, but I feel like you go get the same. You will get the same from who is this? Marks, and the other 2 got the highest. The other 3 got a higher ceiling on wide receivers.
Yeah, I'm probably taking it Woody Marks myself.
I think Woody Marks actually put up a 20-point game. That's who actually put up a 20-point game their last game, while Neal did not.
So Neal had 19.9 last week in the one league I had him.
Well, you know what? I take that back. I wouldn't have looked at Woody Marks. It was 15 points, but that was against a better Kansas City defense. And now he's about to play Arizona, who gave up the 5th most to running back. So, hey, tomato. It just depends on who you like more.
Yep, basically.
I don't mind Neal or Marks, whatever.
You know how I'd make that decision? If I was watching one of those games, I would start that running back. Just so it's something extra to cheer for in that game, because it is pretty close between Marks and Neal, but the other 3 I'm starting for sure.
All right.
Then we got flex play, Tet, Judkins, or RJ Harvey. Picking one. I'm going Judkins easy here.
Easy when I can see Tech having a big game. So I don't mind either one of them. Because Judkins disappointed me last week. I thought it was set up for him
Now, does that change your mind if Dylan Sampson's out because he's not playing this game? And Ford's out too because he's on IR.
Now he disappointed me not showing up against the Tennessee defense.
I'll tell you, that Tennessee defense has got a pretty good run D. They just don't got a good pass D.
Well, let me go look and see how much they're giving up to running backs. Then if that's the case. Oh no, yeah. Oh, so they 13 points. They 13th. So they middle of the pack, and he was only able to get 26 yards for 14 attempts. I don't like that. And now he going against a better run defense than Tennessee, fantasy wise, who on give up 18 most points. So I don't know. I guess it's a coin flip. I feel more comfortable with Tech because I think Tech been doing more. I think Tech been putting in work no matter who he play, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see.
He's been okay.
Yeah, I take the bet. He been okay. 11, 11, 33, 11.
Yeah, just
so
okay. But this is a big game for Carolina too, because if they win, they stay in first place.
It is a division matchup, so it could end up being a dogfight. So it's a flip flop. I don't mind going Junkins.
All right, what's the next one we got here? We got pick 3: Cortland Sutton, Deebo Samuel, Scary Terry, Tet again. I'm assuming, or no, that's Trayvon Henderson, right? There's Tet later on. Michael Wilson or Likely.
We're definitely going Michael Wilson. We go with
yeah, for sure, because Harrison's out again, and I'm going Tet in this for sure, and probably Trayvon Henderson.
Since old boy came back, he haven't been getting that as many carries. So I don't mind going there, but I'd probably rather go McLaurin.
I think he's going to start out not getting the carries in this game against the Bills, but then Stevenson's going to fumble, and it's going to go back to Henderson, and then you're going to see him explode. It's going to be a fun game to watch with him.
I'm about to say, don't act like fumbling is above Henderson. Don't act like that.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not, but like Stevenson's pretty much guaranteed he's going to fumble, and he's been in the league longer, so he should have better ball security. But I don't like Deebo, not with Mariota.
Yeah.
Sutton, I could, him or be between him and Henderson, but I like Henderson more. Likely, I'm not even considering. Wilson's for sure, and so is Tat. So, process of elimination, I'm going Hendo.
Everybody on Likely, and I Likely have been having some decent games. I'm not going to act like he haven't, because if I'm not mistaken, he have outscored Andrews in the last 3 games combined. I think he outscored Andrews. But this coming up game, they're playing the Bengals, who give up the most to the tight ends. It could be Likely or it could be Andrews that have one of them 2 touchdown games. You just don't know how it goes. So
it could be both.
Yeah,
it's the Bills with Knox and Kincaid when they went against the Bengals.
You're throwing Likely out there. You don't know what you go get.
Yeah, I'm not trusted Likely, not right now. Not until, especially when they just signed Andrews, so he's in their long-term plans too.
Roll the dice play.
Yep. So we got full PPR. Choose 2 to start: Tony Pollard, Jalen Reed, or Kyle Mandange. I'm going Reed for sure.
Really? Reed for sure.
Reed for sure. If I got to choose 2, he's not going to be on the cutting block. I don't trust Pollard, even though he had a just big game. You roll with him. Hope he can do it again against the San Francisco 49ers.
That's what I'm about to say. You always talk bad about the 49ers defense.
Well, you can't run on them, but you can sure as hell pass all over them.
So here's my thing. I don't understand, because what was the difference last week? Because he usually don't get 25 touches. What happened to the Spears? I don't know if they were just riding the hot hand, because the 3 games before that, 10 touches, 11, 10, and then all of a sudden 12 rushing.
I haven't really
25
paid attention to Tennessee for a couple weeks now, but I know around week 5, week 6, the coach did say he's going to start riding the hot hand, whoever got hot, but nobody's ever gotten hot there until last week with Pollard. Well, no, I don't think Pollard does it again. Monange's got a lower ceiling or lower floor, but a lower ceiling as well. Where Pollard, I think, has the lowest floor out of all these three, but probably a pretty high, the highest ceiling if he can repeat what he did last week.
I tell you one thing: it's hard for me to pick Jaden Reed against the Denver defense. That's the only thing about that. I think I'll just try to see what Pollard do again. I think I would go Pollard and Mungunga maybe, who is Tampa. I mean, who is Chicago playing again? That's
They got
that's
a
uh,
pretty good
that's
team.
Cleveland. Cleveland. They're playing against
Yeah,
Cleveland, right?
who's got an awesome run D.
Shit, they didn't make it seem like it was awesome on last week.
Well, when you got Myles Garrett, if you want to stop it, you can.
So yeah, Phil, he been doing pretty good. McGonagall been doing decent, but
Yep.
I think I don't mind going the two running backs because I don't trust Jaden Reed to do much on a normal day, and now he going against on the Denver defense. So.
Well, why I like Jaden Reed, you got Christian Watson's obviously the speed guy, get behind the defense type of thing, but Jalen Reed's the guy that they scheme open on plays, kind of like the Debo type of role. So that's why I like him because he's going to get those short underneath passes.
I'm starting him in the Triple FL League, so I hope you're right.
Yeah, we will see. So here's the quarterback question we got: Burrow or Jackson Dart?
We always going Burrow. I don't give a damn who Burrow going against. That's like you getting on old boy for sitting Allen.
Yep.
Like we don't sit Burrow, we don't sit Allen.
And you don't sit Mahomes. That's about it. Then we got here Rico Dow or Kyle Williams in my flex for the playoffs this week. I'm going Kerryon Williams. Big game against the Lions.
Who Dowdle playing? I think Dowdle done slowed down from earlier.
Well, Carolina got the
Saints. The Saints.
Yeah. Yeah, he slowed down because Chuba Hubbard kind of got back healthy again, which slowed down Rico Dowdle.
But haven't Kyron Williams also been slowed down? Because old boy been playing his ass off on Corum.
Yeah, well, McVay said that he wants to get Corum more involved so that Kerryon can stay completely healthy for the playoffs. But I think when you're playing the Lions and you have basically a chance to start putting nails in their coffin, I think they're going to pull out Kerryon for this game. So it's a little bit of a risk because I know he does want to do it more 50-50 until the playoffs. But I think in this game, McVay is going to get away from his game plan and just stick with Kerryon.
I don't mind going Kerryon. He usually get a touchdown, but they are playing. They say the worst run fantasy defense, so they give the least amount of points to running back. So it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, and I didn't know if there's any you want to do up top there.
We could do a couple if you want to. But we already I already went over this Mike Evans. Let's see. There you go. Would you start Isaiah Likely, Alex Pierce, or Devin Singletary? I also have Ricky Purcell. What you thinking?
That's nasty. Alex Pierce would be the guy if Daniel Jones was still there, who the Colts have actually said they're going to be trying to sign him because he's their long-term quarterback solution, even with the injury. So, but you got Phillip Rivers. Do you think he can get the ball passing around, or are they going to lean on JT? So I'm going to go with leaning on JT. Like I said, I don't like Likely. So by process of elimination, I'm going Devin Singletary because Ricky Purcell hasn't done nothing this year.
Not a damn thing, man. So disappointing. Tyler Warren, Darren Waller, or Dalton Kincaid this week?
Kincaid for me, and I'm not trusting Rivers at all in that offense till I see it at 45 years old, coming back after 4 years off. Darren Waller's in Miami Monday night game. He hasn't been part of that game plan at all. But Dalton Kincaid, when he's going this year, he's getting a touchdown a game with he's the main target for Allen. So I'm easily going Kincaid.
How you felt about the comments with Cam Newton saying he felt like it was a smack in the face for them to call up Phillip Rivers and not give him a call,
Well, they know Phillip Rivers. He was there at that organization. Ballard was the GM that brought him in the first place, so it makes sense to me. But yeah, it is a slap in the face.
I heard they
Cam,
like
for
best
sure.
friends. Like they keep in touch and text often. Like so it was kind of like it might have started off like a joke, and old boy said, "Nah, I could still play."
Yeah. Who knows? But yeah, like I don't think Cam Newton was ever in the conversation for that because they don't have any rapport with him. And when you sign Cam, you're bringing a freak like the circus show with you, right?
Well,
Because he's not a distraction, but he is a circus show.
but if you feel like that, then you understand why people didn't want to sign Shador. Then,
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
Totally get that. But at some point, you got to go but the 5th round, he didn't deserve that type of capital. But I could have seen a 3rd round draft capital because of the circus that came with him.
Yeah, 5th round kind of crazy, knowing all these teams that needed a quarterback. That was crazy, and he making people look bad now. Like I was looking at some person dropping statistics, and he was like number 1 in a lot of ones for rookie quarterbacks. That don't fucking look good on the GMs. That make you look, what I'm saying? Now don't get it twisted. If you got a person skipping interviews, not coming to your interview, you know what I'm saying, because they don't believe they're going to go have a chance to go to your team. I mean, I don't know, it's a tough decision to make,
Well, I remember when Brian was in the league and doing all his shit, man, and like the NFL at the time when Brian was playing hated Deion Sanders. They didn't like the showmanship. They didn't like how he talked. Like he became bigger after he retired than when he was actually playing football, even though he had all the skill in the world to dominate at the defensive back position.
I'm about to say, because the problem is he actually showed up exactly how he said he was going to show up. I don't think old boy ever been the biggest big ass prospect or big of talent. So, that's the big difference.
I sent you that thing about his first game, right? Where the first time he touched the football was like on a kick return. He caught the ball and he brought it all the way, or a punt return, brought it all the way for a touchdown. And then went and bought everybody some Rolex watches and said, "I just want to know what time you guys know what time it is. Once the kick return starts, it's prime time." But they didn't like his attitude. They still don't like his attitude because clearly they used it against his son, and that's
then he was making baseball money. So he's like, saying like, I don't have to lean on this job. Like I don't. It's just a different beast because I don't have to be playing for the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
And when he did his
talented, I could play.
And he signed all his baseball contracts until September, and his football contracts were signed from September to the end of January. So they could, if they made it to the playoffs, he was playing for free for the Braves. Like he never got paid for any of those games because his contract was up. And then he worked out the Falcons ones that he only had to show up for games that he didn't have to practice. And people thought, you can't do this. You can't. This is the NFL. Yeah, well, apparently Prime can do it because he did it just fine. But last question we got here: Flex, Breece Hall, Harold Fannin Jr., or Aaron Jones Sr.? I'm not trusting Aaron Jones Sr. at all versus the Cowboys.
It's between Breece and Fannin, and honestly, I might go Fannin because Breece. I don't know.
You know what? I'm leaning Fannin myself. I was just trying to see who the Jets got the Jaguars, who've got a pretty good run D, and who do the Browns got? The Bears. So yeah, I'm gonna go Fannin in this one.
Yeah, and I hate this, but so Fannin set up to have a big game, and this probably be the time he don't. Whatever a player seemed to set up to have a big game, and I didn't draft. I put a lot of him. I made about 100 on DFS lineups last night. I got Fannin and damn near all of them. I bet you this man don't show up just because he set up to have a big game. I already know.
Yep. Coaches outdo themselves. They're expecting this, so let's go somewhere else, and throws you off too. But
either that or the puppet behind the scenes. Know a lot of people got money riding on it. Like,
yep.
Change the script.
Yep, basically. Can't let those big prize payouts happen when they're up over 70%. That's all our questions we got.
All right, that's all we got, people. We don't got no comments. Well, see you next week. Peace.